Christmas is fast approaching, which means so is the Winter Contingency 3 operation in Halo Infinite. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about all the leaked cosmetics that you can expect to unlock in this upcoming event. So anyways, without wasting any more of your time, let's jump straight in. First of all, before we talk about the items themselves, I just want to provide another quick refresher on how operations will work as opposed to the usual events. Instead of being challenge based, they are completely based on your match XP, so look at this as less of an event and more of a continuation of the Battle Pass. A strange decision to be sure, but I guess we'll just have to see how it plays out. Winter Contingency 3 is the second of the operations. The first one will be Combined Arms, which begins on November 14th. Both of these are of course completely free, they both contain 20 tiers. However, there will be a premium version of these operations that you can purchase for 500 credits, I believe, and this will grant you an extra cosmetic and I think give you permanent access to the event too. However, if you do miss out on them, don't worry, as you can still purchase the cosmetics afterwards. I hope this is something 343 decides to do with older events, because it would be really cool to see some of those cosmetics come back. And although if you do miss out, you do have to pay for the stuff, this does remove an element of FOMO, which I do appreciate. Anyway, I believe we've spoken about how operations work enough now, so let's talk about what's in the event, starting with Tier 1, which gives you the Discordant backdrop. At Tier 2, players are granted an XP boost. At Tier 3, you get the Arcus Tigers emblem, followed by the No Chill emblem on Tier 4. You'll notice overall the layout of this operation is basically exactly the same as Combined Arms. Anyway, at Tier 5 you get the Icy Veins weapon coating, which looks pretty nice, followed by another XP boost on Tier 6. Tier 7 will grant players the Kaleidoscope backdrop, followed by the Collider Blades emblem on Tier 8. Tier 9 gives us our first piece of actual armour, being the Tactical Presentation chest piece. This is for the Mark 7 core, as is all the other armour in this pass. Obviously, of course, the helmet will be cross-core, and shoulders will be cross-core in the future. Tier 10 will give you the Gift Wrap armour coating, and again, I'm pretty sure this will be completely cross-core. Tier 11 gives you another double XP boost, followed by the Radical Tactics emblem on Tier 12. Tier 13 gives players the Care Package emblem, which is then followed up by the Tactical Knee Warmers knee pads on Tier 14. Tier 15 will grant players the Wintermint Green armor coating, which is then followed by another double XP boost. Tier 17 will give you the Pokepax utility piece for the Mark 7 core, this looks pretty cool, followed by the Tactical Mittens gloves on Tier 18. Tier 19 will give players the Krampus Canes shoulder pads, which overall do actually look pretty nice. It would be cool if we had the option to have them without the candy canes, but I doubt that's going to be the case. Regardless though, these are some really cool shoulder pads. And then finally on Tier 20, you get the Winter Knight helmet, which is obviously inspired by Mr. Claus himself, almost having a design reminiscent of his big bushy beard and his hat. And you also get the Frost Glaze visor. Now overall, this is very similar to Combined Arms and contains a lot of filler items. I do think with this one the emblems are much more interesting. I think some of these are decent, not that I plan on using any of them. And of course the pieces of armor you get are actually really cool. Now I understand that some of these armor pieces are probably going to be an acquired taste, as they do only really fit in with the season, but I do know there's a talented few of you out there that'll make some of these pieces work all year long. I definitely wish the events contained less filler. I think it would be cool if some of the emblems were replaced by something like a stance or maybe a weapon model. That being said though, although both of them don't contain a ton of armor, I do like the armor we get here and will be grinding out both regardless. This event starts on December 19th, which is as soon as Combined Arms ends, and will last until the 30th of January. I don't know if we'll be getting any event map or playlist, unlike Combined Arms, which we know will definitely have the Halo 3 throwback one. But with December being closer than most of you might think, I'm sure we'll find out all in due time. Anyway, let me know what you all think of the event down in the comments. And of course, do keep in mind these cosmetics are just what is currently leaked, and some of this may change by the time the event releases. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.